All right, what's going on, everybody? I want to do a little bit of a catch up on what's been going on with Star Wars over the past couple of days. There's been some big rumors that have come out. We've also had some people come out and actually defend Gina Carano, which is nice to see. Finally, somebody that she's worked with come out. The big story here, though, is the fact that, well, The Mandalorian, The Clone Wars, all of these shows on Disney Plus are falling into the toilet, which I think is absolutely hilarious, given what's happened. You know, Disney's really been banking on these shows. They were really enjoying a new high when it comes to Star Wars, and all of that is kind of just spiraling into the trash. So here's one of the biggest things that has come out over the past couple of days, that Cara Dune, who was going to be the main actress for New Republic, or was it New Republic Commandos, or no, yeah, Rangers of the New Republic. I'm thinking of that. They're bringing that Republic Commandos game back, which that's actually a really good underrated game. I don't know how much it is, but you can find it for free if you really want to go that route. Apparently, they're going to replace her. They're going to replace Gina Carano's character with Hera from Rebels, which I don't really know if that show's as popular as they think it is. I really didn't like Rebels that much. I liked it when they brought Darth Vader in. I thought that was really cool. But other than that, I didn't think that show was that great. I really don't see the hype for this, but maybe I'll be wrong. I don't know. I think that this is all kind of blowing up in their face. And are they going to even be able to do Ahsoka? Imagine when that show comes out, all of the stuff that's going to come out, all of the people are going to crawl out of their little cracks on Twitter to try to cancel her every new episode of that show, because that's what they did. That's what they did when The Mandalorian aired. Every time Gina Carano was on the show, when Rosario Dawson showed up as Ahsoka, all day it was on Twitter. So, they've empowered the wrong people here. So some people that have been standing up for Gina, we've got Bill Burr, who's been standing up for her. He hates cancel culture. And, he's kind of been problematic for these people in some ways. He's probably going to get canceled eventually too. I'm surprised he hasn't been, because he's got some pretty hot takes. But at least he's one of the few people willing to stand up for her. We've also had Bill Burr. Everybody was talking about this. And I don't know how I feel about Bill Burr's comments. They were, in one respect, I'm like, okay, well, it's nice that somebody's standing up for her, because nobody has. But at the same time, I really thought his comments were kind of weak. Everybody was celebrating it. And I agree. It's nice that he said something, but it was really weak, and he came off to me as more concerned about himself. And I understand that. I get it. But it's like, I don't know. I just, I thought it was weak, and you could tell he was dancing around what he wanted to say it a little bit more. Because, let's face it, he's afraid he's going to lose his job, which is why nobody has come out and defended her, because they don't want to lose their job. I mean, it's pretty apparent that if you step out of line at Lucasfilm, well, guess what? You're done. They're going to fire you. But hey, there might not be any Star Wars to come back to. There's some interesting stuff here that Bounding in the Comics put together about how The Mandalorian and The Clone Wars appear to be rapidly falling off of Disney Plus's trending charts after Gina got fired, which is interesting. I really do wonder if a lot of that good faith has been thrown out the window. And we talked about that plenty of times over here. But it's nice to actually see it. And if you remember, and I talked about this, when Gina Carano got fired, she was trending above The Mandalorian and Star Wars in general. If you searched Google Trends, people are very interested in what's going on here. I think that as more people start covering this, especially with cancel culture, so prevalent right now, it's really being discussed in so many different outlets. A lot of people are talking about it. And normal people don't like cancel culture. It's really just a bunch of the weirdos on Twitter and the people that fall into the far left category. They love this stuff because they don't want to debate anybody. They don't want to have a real conversation. They just want to get rid of anybody that doesn't agree with them. And they're fine with that. But most normal people are against putting people in the garbage for opinions. And I think as this gets out more, and I got to tell you, the interest is still there with this Gina Carano information. People are still into this. People still want to know what's going on. People are sick of it. People are sick of cancel culture. And they want to see her do well. If Disney was smart, I got to be honest, they would bring her back. But they can't. They can't do that now because they've empowered all of these weirdos. They've literally given them the ball now. And they didn't even have to do that. All of this is blowing up in their face. So, it was really a dumb move to do. But as you look through here, there's some really interesting stuff here. I want to jump down to the bottom and go over some of the stuff that they have in here. Okay, so check this out. This is about as up-to-date as it gets when it comes to shows that are popular on Disney+. And I was really kind of surprised by this. In fact, for the week ending April 12th, 2020, it was ranked third. It would stay in third for the next week, but would eventually fall to 17th at the end of April for the week ending April 26th. But that's 4 months following the season final, not 2 months afterwards. And if you want to go back to the week ending March 29th, which appears to be when What's on Disney Plus began tracking the trending charts, The Mandalorian is still ranked 9th, and The Clone Wars is 3rd. The shows ahead of The Mandalorian are Frozen 2, The Simpsons, The Clone Wars, Mickey Mouse, Funhouse, Moana, Moana, and Toy Story 4, Frozen, and Aladdin. Now, that's going back when The Mandalorian had first come out. But if you go up here and you look at the shows for the week ending February 21st, the show was beat out by WandaVision, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Newcomer, Flora, and Ulysses, The Simpsons, and The Muppet Show, Book of Life, Moana Back Again, Bluey and Jessie, and The Clone Wars fell to 12 with Frozen 2 ahead of it. And as of February 28th, The Mandalorian is no longer even in the top 10. It's fallen all the way to the 17th. In fact, The Clone Wars is actually ahead of it in 16th. No one seems to be interested in this anymore. And you have to wonder, does this have anything to do with Gina Carano? It's tough to say. It's all speculative in some ways because you can say, okay, well, it's been a couple months and everybody's already watched it. But this does make you wonder about the rewatchability of the show, interest. You're talking about a fan base that has watched the original trilogy at least thousands of times for like a couple of decades. That's all there was. So it shows you that, well, for one, the Disney stuff is just nowhere near as good, and people just aren't into it as much. And when you have something that's already kind of so weak and you throw out one of the things that people liked about it the most, you really got to wonder if this thing is really going to last. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, kind of in a really strange place right now because I'm on vacation. So I don't have like my normal 2 monitors and stuff, but I want to bring you guys some content. So I'm going to try to keep up on the news and at least do a video day for you guys until I can get back to normal on Monday of next week. So let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.